This video is about how I make a high quality coconut yogurt from scratch. So I buy this jar at the health food store and it is between $7 and $8. And it only lasts for about 2 yogurts. However, what I can do is I can take this jar of coconut yogurt and make my own. So how I do it is really simple. When I'm starting, I take half of this jar, and I like the coconut yogurt. It's different than this kind you get in the regular stores. It's more alive. It's got more of a zing, more of a fermented flavor to it. You can tell it's just got more good bacteria inside of it, and so it's adding more beneficial stuff to you. So I start with taking half of this type of cocoa yogurt and put it in my blender. So I like the Vitamix. The Vitamix is my go-to for a blender because it actually blends things like carrots and broccoli and cabbage. It blends it smooth so it tastes delicious. You can see I've already put the yogurt in there, and then I take 4 cans of organic coconut milk. I get the simple. I get it from Amazon because I can't find it anywhere else anymore. My local health food stores don't carry the simple, and see, it's simple right here. And what that means, it doesn't have any gums in it or fillers in it. It's just pure coconut milk. I react to all the gums. I'm not sure what the purpose of the gums is because this yogurt or this milk looks great when I open it up, and it tastes great. It works great. So again, I like the simple. It's the native forest, and the simple has been the best that I have found that's worked for my body. You have to try other things, see what works for you, what doesn't work for you. But that's what I use. So I open up the can. Like I said, I do 4 of these cans. And it's kind of, see, it's liquidy, but it's also going to have a hardness to it. Usually I shake it before I open it. So I do that 4 times. While I shake it, pour it in to my blender. Sorry, you can't see my blender. I was debating on, is it better to cut my head off, or is it better to and show the blender, or is it better to show my head? I think it's probably more personal if I show my head. But I'll bring the blender up so you can see it. So this is my last one. I'm pouring it in. I'm sure I get everything. Then I'm going to put the lid on. And it's very, very full. This is a 64-ounce container, and so this is quite full. If your blender doesn't hold that much, just simply cut the recipe in half. Do like 2 tablespoons of the coconut yogurt and do 2 cans of the coconut milk. So I'm going to blend it up, and I am doing it on the liquid mode on my Vitamix. It's got little raindrops, and so it's liquid mode. It doesn't have to go for a super long time. It's just enough to blend all of the good enzymes, good bacteria up into all of it, and then we're going to put it in little containers. So here it goes. Turning it on is always a good idea. Okay, so now we're going to take off the lid, and it's going to be a little bit foamy. Can you see that? A little foamy. Normally clean out the lid too. And then I'm going to I save these jars so that I can pour more into it. And I fill it up to the label, and I put the lid on, and I keep going until my canister is empty. And I set this in a warm, not too warm, but semi-warm, pretty warm location. And I just let it sit there for at least 24 hours. And what that's going to do is all that bacteria and enzymes are going to grow, and it's going to ferment, and it's going to be delicious coconut yogurt. Now, sometimes my coconut yogurt doesn't turn out smooth and fluffy like a yogurt would, and it takes me breaking it apart and stirring it sometimes, especially in the cold months, it gets kind of a wax on it. I don't mind that. If you're a texture person, you might not like making your own coconut yogurt, or maybe you can share below if you know other ways of preventing that from happening. But I believe if you stir it before you put it in the fridge, you're going to have a better consistency. I typically don't. I typically grab it and put it in the fridge. So essentially, we're filling our jars, and you can see it's got yogurt in it, or the milk in it really right now. And then I'm going to put it in a warm location. I'm going to let it sit 24 to 48 hours. Usually not much longer than that. But I have noticed if I let it sit for 2 days, it usually does a little bit better in consistency. Once that's done, I'm going to take it and put it in the fridge and store it there until I've used it all. And actually, I don't use it all. Secret tip for saving even more money is when I get low, I take one of the jars of coconut yogurt, so I don't have to buy a new one. I take one of the ones that I made. It's already got the bacteria and the enzymes in it, and I use that. But I use the whole jar, and that's actually what I did this time too. I used the whole jar along with 4 cans of the coconut milk. Still turns out great. If you notice it turning out not as good of a consistency, then it's time to buy another yogurt. But that stretches your $7, $8 yogurt purchase into a lot further. So I will put the links. I can't really put the links for the Coco-Yo below because that's usually found at your local health food store. You can't really ship it. But I will put the link for the coconut milk simple down below. Again, watch the ingredients that they put in these because they tend to sneak in fillers and stuff that you really don't need. It's got no benefit to you. I just need the God-made coconut milk. And I will also put link for my Vitamix down below too. I highly suggest this as one of the top kitchen products that I use. A Ninja doesn't compare. This is really beneficial. I like to make smoothies from vegetables and fruit, and it creates it being completely smooth. You don't realize that it's got the full carrots and cabbage and all the different things in it. My kids will actually eat those smoothies because they're not getting chunks of carrots in their smoothie, so they're not grossed out. So, highly recommend this Vitamix. Give the coconut yogurt a try and let me know in the comments below what you think and how the process went for you. I'd love to hear from you.